Hey, what's up guys? Mike Westerdahl and Chris Wilson here from Team Critical Bench. We've got Chris Barnard from Power Training TV and Becky Fox, our cooking expert and workout star. Now, Chris and I were just up in Tallahassee for a RKC certification, and we thought we knew what we were doing until the end of that weekend. We really fine-tuned our technique. So we're going to go ahead and demonstrate how to do a double-handed kettlebell swing according to the RKC standards we were taught, and then we'll just have these guys give it a shot, and then we'll make some tweaks. So Chris, you want to demonstrate how to do the exercise first?
Gladly. I could tell you a lot of things, but I don't want to bore you too bad, but there's a lot going on with this technique. So go ahead and just get me doing 5 repetitions just so you have a good idea what they should look like.
Nice, now you'll notice, you want to get back in that starting position? Sure. We'll just show. Has to do with the hip hinge, so it's not a squat. He's going to get these lats nice and tight with the shoulders packed back. Don't let them hyperextend forward. Shoulders are nice and packed. Lats are squeezed, and he's loading the hamstrings back here. And the spine's going to be nice and neutral with the head, the back, and the lower back all in a straight line. And as he shoots it back between his legs, this is all hip. He explodes up. Now at the top of this movement, abs are tight, tighten those abs up. Glutes are contracted, quads are contracted. It's not an arm movement. You're not using your arms. It doesn't matter how high you go. As you bring the kettlebell back, you explode up with your hips, the bell floats up by itself. Don't let it pull you forward. Keep your shoulders packed, your lats tight. Take your breath in as you go down, through your nose. Breathe out as you come up. See that breathing, nose breath in, and then on the way up.
It'll sound like a tire letting air out on the way up.
Okay, Becky, a little looser on the arms. It's all hips. So don't pretend like your arms are just going.
A little bit more of a pop in the hips. Yeah, so as you come up, think about quad, glutes, and abs all locking in unison. Right? So you're, everything tightens. So squeeze the glutes, quads locked, ready for a punch in your abdomen. And when that happens, you come up, and that's the release of that is that breathing. That's the RKC breathing, hard style breathing, but it really is helpful because it gets you to lock everything in. And then it just becomes purely hips. So you're loading those hamstrings and then popping through the hips, and the bell just floats. So what you're thinking is, I got to get this thing up in the air. Don't worry at all about how high the kettlebell floats. Don't even worry about it. It's just purely, your arms are just holding on to the kettlebell. They're not actually really doing any real work. All the work's coming from the center of the body. So just worry about doing this part of it, and the bell will just float, because the bell from here to here is just a reaction of what your lower body's doing.
Hips pop up, right here, you're done. And this just floats by itself up. So
what you notice too is the bell will actually start to do this and tip up, because you have all that energy loaded into the bell through your body, so the bell will actually start to, as if it's going to continue to keep going. You hear us breathing that very distinct RKC breath. And what that breathing does is it gets you to focus. It's like a cueing, it's almost cueing your body to do all the right things. It's getting you to lock your glutes, lock your quads, lock your abs, and that whole network of muscles just all tighten up in unison. And what that does is it gets the bell to do whatever you want it to do with minimal arm influence. The arms are just an extension of what the body's doing. So go ahead and watch me do 5 more of these. Again, I'm getting in a position, I'm loading my hamstrings, I'm tightening my lats and locking my shoulders in socket. So it's called packing the shoulders. And then I actually hike the bell back between my legs. And my body comes straight up in the air. So I'm not bending backwards. My body is very rigid. My abs are tight as if I was ready to take a punch. My glutes are locked, my quads are tight, and the bell just kind of floats. I don't even think about my arms when I'm doing that exercise.